Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 109 of Darwell20's Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series, where I, between episodes, just kind of finished up some of what we were working on last episode. So we've got everything groovy right now. I just need to set you to extract on brown, always active, and we should see this thing filling up with cubic boron nitride. Sweet, there's a full stack in there now. Cool. There was less than a stack before, promise. And everything's cooking again, see? So everything's running and doing what it's supposed to be doing. So let's go down the line just to validate, right? So we're export busing boron into here to make molten boron, which is then being put in here that makes diborane, which is then being piped over to here with water, which is making boric acid and hydrogen. The hydrogen is being emptied into a trash can, okay? This guy, nitrogen and liquid nitrogen, makes ammonia. This guy, ammonia and boric acid, is making water and boron nitride solution, and the water is being voided into a trash can, and you can see everything coming online right now as we're starting to use some of the resources that were, created moments ago. Look at that. Cool. Everything's running. Nice. And then the boron nitride solution is being turned into hexagonal boron nitride, which is then being pressurized into a cubic boron nitride, which is what's needed. Sorry, I have to catch my breath after all those words. Which is what's needed. That's a lot of things. Cubic boron nitride. Makes boots, apparently. But is also used to combination craft into a resonant cell frame. So for that, what we need to do now is figure out if we can auto-craft moonstone, because I'm pretty sure you can't. I am almost certain you can't auto-craft moonstone, right? There's like no chance that you can craft moonstone, right? Like there's no chance that that would work. See, yeah, see that doesn't even map as being valid. Does this work? Stable unstable nuggets work, but they require a lot more diamonds, right? And what else can we do for that? Because we could make stable unstable ingots, right? But that requires 9 times as many diamonds. To be fair, though, we have 1,156 diamonds and 526 nether diamonds that we have yet to process. So I almost feel like I'm okay with this. So can I put like the stable unstable ingot? Let's do that. Let's do that. So if we did stable unstable ingot, right? So we would teach this recipe. What don't you have any more of? Probably this. What happened to those? Okay, that... Anybody else see that? Looked weird. So that's that pattern, right? And then we'll want this pattern, right? And then we want to modify this pattern to use this ingot, stable, unstable ingot. And then you should be able to auto-craft moonstone. That was the one thing I wasn't sure if we'd be able to auto-craft, right? But now we know. Now we're cool. It costs more diamonds to auto-craft it, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, right? So does that mean I can make moonstones now? To craft, available, lunar reactive. Cool. Right? The only thing I would say is we probably don't have a lot of lunar reactive available, right? So I should do this. And I'm hoping that a resonator is reasonably easy to automate. So where am I going to put you, resonator? Somewhere that has channels. How about right here? Does that seem reasonable? Can I do that? Cool. Wow, you are super not even close. You just might need to be configured. Yeah, that works. I'll take that. I like that. All right. I wouldn't mind you knowing how these are made, so that you could then make these for me on demand. I don't know if I'll need them, but I wouldn't mind you knowing about them. Just so I could say, hey, give me one more speed upgrade, please. Easy peasy. Right, and that's as far as you can go with this tier of speed upgrade. Or we can make also these, which is, you know, not the end of the world, right? Like, it's doable. But if we wanted to get into that, we would. We'll see. For now, at least, we have Lunar Reactive Dust on the autocraft, right? So that works for me. Let's make a few extra. All right, so how am I going to autocraft this Resonant dude, right? That was the trick, is I wanted to be able to take this thing and autocraft this. The problem is, of course, because this is the way life is, with Applied Energistics, I don't know that there's any way to do what we want to do, which is tell a crafting recipe you need more than 9 of an item, right? So there's a way to do it, a way that I don't super love, but a way nonetheless. And I feel like I should do it just because reasons, right? So you need 2.5 buckets of liquefacted coal for this? Really, bro? Oh, I hate you. I'm not going to automate you, but I might automate pedestal creation. And that shouldn't be hard to automate, right? So if we want to automate pedestal creation, we should be able to do that, right? Black iron is what it's called, not dark. I'm losing track of all these things, guys. So 2 of you, right? And then 4 of you, right? So 2 of you. Do we have pedestals? Well, not up here, we don't. But I want to teach you this. Two of you and 4 of you make 2 of you with a bucket of liquefacted coal. Okay? Come on, bro. Make the thing. Thank you. Come with me. So the reason I want to do this is I'm going to have a separate crafter dedicated to crafting this recipe. I think this is the best way to go. So on East, you're going to allow liquefacted coal in here, and you are also going to allow liquefacted coal, or more specifically, not allow liquefacted coal, and then you go in here, right? So now if I want some pedestals, so how much for this resonant frame to be crafted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 total pedestals, right? So start the craft of that. And then what should happen, now are you made... No, that's not right. Actually, yeah, you. Do you need pedestals? So you need 2. So are you working, bro? You seem to be. Yay! Okay. I like it. I like it. That works. By the way, I need 2 more. Real quick. Lickety split. So with that cooking, we're going to dedicate an area for the creation of this filled cell. And this is kind of the only way we're going to be able to do this fancy automation thing that we want to do. Right? So now my question is, where, pray tell, might this need to live? That is a really good question. That I don't super duper have an answer to at the moment. What I might do, you know what? I got an idea. It's time to expand this basement. So where are you at? 2 to the right of this? Let's go... Yeah, that should be fine. Well... Depth of 1. Whoops, undo that one. That should be fine. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I like that. Hey, look at that. Cool. I love that. Lock for other players, that's a new thing. Dude, I love that the compact machine shows you what's inside. That is cool. Let me tell you guys. So anyway, the pedestals should be cooking, right? Now we need to take 2 of these with 3 crystalline components and 2 osmiridium ingots. And 2.5 buckets of liquefacted coal. So this is what I'm going to need. I'm going to need 3 buckets. And this one we're going to craft handily. I might want to teach you Crystal Teen, because you're gonna need to know this anyway. So you should be known, and while we're at it, you should probably be known. Because I'm sure at some point in the near future, we're gonna be doing that stuff. Alright, so here's how we're gonna auto-craft this bad boy. So 2 of you, 2 osmiridium ingots, and 3 crystal teen. Hey, perfect. Okay. And the last crystal teen is on its way. Perfect. Okay. So you 2, and you 3. And then the liquefacted coal buckets. Okay. So we're going to craft this once by hand. Sounds so awful, doesn't it, though? You, and you. Thanks. Now you're going to have half a bucket left. So break and replace empties it. Perfect. So I just voided that extra half. Okay. Now you guys, the thing is called crafting core. So that's that. You're going to come down here, right? And the way we're going to set this up, how are you for channels, Buster? Only 1? Beautiful. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Only 1 channel in use. Get me an interface. Get me item conduits. All right. So what we're going to do is, so this was 14 of these around a center crafting doohickey. Let's try and make this as compact as possible, right? That works. That works for me. Okay. May not look amazing, but it works. What if we did this? Does that at least look a little bit better? Yeah, that looks a little bit cooler, right? All right. So under the ground here, and I'm hoping that these crafts are few and far between. Did I grab cables? Not as many as I need. Go ahead and make more for me, buddy. I'm wondering if anybody figured out how I'm going to do this yet. The hint is in that I have a dedicated section for this. That's the hint. And I'll just fill in with stone in a minute. All right. So what we're going to have is an interface, right? So your resident cell needs a moonstone and a dense steel plate. Do we know dense steel plates? Alright, so I set up a craft for the dense steel plate, and now I'm adding a craft for Lapitron, which needs an energy crystal, which I thought we had. Don't we have one of you on autocraft? Do I not have one of you on autocraft? Oh, that's annoying, because energy crystals are annoying to autocraft. I thought I had you on energy. Oh, and you're filling up, because of course you are. Because of course you are. Alright, so let's do this. So this is going to be a little bit tricky, right? But I might need that Lapitron crystal back. Well, we'll get him back in a sec, right? So your compressor recipe of this. And then you're made like this. And do you know diamond dust? You might already. You do. Do you know energium dust? You actually do already know energium dust. You know flux crystals. But you don't know energy crystals. Okay, cool. So that means this can be reset. This has to go into the compressor, which I think I just put the last slot in for. So how are you here? 7 out of 8? Okay, not a problem. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... Oh boy. Sidedness, please! What do you think I don't need? Probably all of them. So what I could do... drop an interface here with a cable here, which now you're going to go to 8 out of 8 channels, I believe, right? Yep. We're going to put this guy here, and then we're going to have you output to the east side of the block. How does that sound? All right. So now if I ask for an energy crystal, will you accept this craft? Let's just make sure that he actually appreciates it. Yay! Alright, cool. So now that you're cool, can you make a Lapitron crystal for that, or do I have to edit that recipe? 2 craft is 1. So that's not good, because we should have one already, right? So you're right next to crystalline components. Alright, so let's put you back here. Let's make sure that you're cleared out. You're there. Record that. Put this in there. And now are you going to be cool? To craft is 1. Available is 1. Nice. Can you make 3? I just want to make sure that you're totally working. If you make all 3 of these, then we're friends. Okay, Lapitron? So far, so good. Because it's recognizing it as a completed craft. Nice. Nice. That's what I want. Alright, so now I'm going to go over here to this dude. Flux controller for Darwell 20's network. And wireless charging, I'm going to turn you off for a minute. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going through the list of things that we have to make. So what I'm going to do, you ready for this? Is we're going to keep... dense steel, moonstone, Lapitron. Please don't charge. Here, here, and here with a crafting card. Cool? Cool? Now the other things we need are ender electron tubes and pulsating mesh. And to be fair, you don't have them right now, so... But we will. In fact, we should be super close, right? How much of this stuff we got? Bees, where are you at, bees? These guys have been running for a while, so I'm thinking we should have enough for a little bit. Yeah, 52 seems like a good number. Let's let that run for a sec. Getting there. I should set up like a item conduit thing with a ender chest or something. We'll get to it. Good enough for now. Right? So with that taken care of, right? What else we got? The ender electron tube, right? It's this guy. So that's going to be 5 end stone and 2 eyes of ender. Let me get a thermionic fabricator real quick. Did I make one of these already? I felt like I made one of these recently. And didn't I say next time I have to make one, I'll do the advanced one? I lied. All right. So now you should know how to make ender casings. Not ender casings, ender somethings. There's a lot of things with the word ender in them. Ender electron tube. Do the thing. Yay. So you're going to keep one of those in stock at all times. Right? So we're just going down the line, keeping stuff in stock. Cool. What else do we need? Reactor frame and structure frame tier 1. Structure frame tier 1. So that shouldn't be too bad. Let's go, buddy. Okay. So you and you. And it should auto-craft that structure frame tier 1. Aha. Doing its job. Cool. What else? Infused diamond and ultimate control circuit. Do you know infused diamond yet? You know infused ender pearl, but not diamond. Please don't be something crazy. Yay. You know. What can you process? Enrichment chamber? Sure. Take care of that for me, would you, enrichment chamber? Booyah. Just have a few extra. Never hurts. And if we ever start running low on any of these resources, you know, we'll do something about it, right? So by now, you should have created your structure frame tier 1 that you need. That can go in there, and he's going to auto-craft. Cool. Everything else can go away. And then what's next? The ultimate control circuit. Right? That shouldn't be too hard to craft. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice and quick. Courtesy of upgrading our machine in the past, right? So that's all those dudes, right? Which is now auto-crafting one of those for us. See? Another one getting crafted. That's cool. Presumably that's going to populate. Now, what I think I'm going to do, just to keep this consistent, is have another interface here that's going to keep the rest of the things in stock. Okay? So then we're going to need an Indium Gear and a Litherite crystal. And of course, Indium Gear is not something that we know how to make. But you will soon. Hopefully Gears is not overwhelmed. Oh, they are! Oh, they are. We have too many gears. Too many gear recipes. Too many gear recipes. So, yeah, we could do... Oh, I don't know if I love this idea. But we're going to try it. But watch this. You ready? That way. Gear. Indium Gear, yes. Beautiful. Thank you. That works. That works, right? That's a little sneaky way to do that. We're having to come up with some really complex things to ensure that we keep stuff going, right? And then environmental tech, you needed a Litherite crystal, right? So another one of you. Cool, you guys go away. We need bioplastic and cubic boron, right? So bioplastic You know how to make those, I presume. I'm assuming this still works. I've probably not tested it in a while. And one of you, which, by the way, should refill this, like, instantly. Automation for the win. Right? That's looking good. Oh, right, we need to put the crafter in here, don't we? The crafting card. See, this is why we test, to make sure that everything's behaving. Because you never know, sometimes things don't behave so well. Right? And then just need a genetics processor. So you guys go up here and get ready. I'm assuming you're doing a bunch of work. Cool. Alright, so now what I want to do is have one of each of these in my inventory. Cool. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You are being bad, Lapatron Crystal. Bad. But I'm sure we can handle that. No, you're going to be annoying. And I don't want that to happen. So let's do this. Wireless charging disabled. Lapotron, give me an empty one. That's not charged. Because now we have to add the filters for all this stuff. Because what we're going to do is we're going to item conduit these into here. And they're just always going to have one sitting in there at all times. Cool. So you're going to be a filter, insert, not extract, with a filter for genetics processor. Okay? With a filter for bioplastic. With a filter for cubic boride. With me? With a filter for litherite. With a filter for Indium. With a filter for that. With a filter for the infused diamond. Okay. Insert filter reactor frame. Insert filter structure frame. Whoops. Insert filter tube. Insert filter pulsating mesh. Insert filter moonstone. Hey, get back here, moonstone. Insert filter dense steel. Insert filter Lapatron. Okay? So now if we set you guys to extract always active, what we should find is all that stuff being populated up there. Booyah. And everything else being recreated. How cool is that? Okay? See where we're going with this? So everything's being recreated, everything's being recrafted all at once. All these things should fill back in. This is a little bit of a test of our automation. Right? Booyah. Okay. Now, we create a pattern that says, when you give me one of these, you know what? I'm going to do this. We get one of these. Cool. And that is going to sit right here. So how do I want to connect you up? Do I want to just have you right under it? I don't see why not. Or maybe what I'll do is have a crate or something, right? Chest really would work. Right, you are going to be extract on brown always active. You're going to be insert on brown, extract on blue, but you're going to get a filter. I really thought I saved one of those. That's going to blacklist the resonant cell frame. Okay? So we put this in here, right? And watch what's going to happen. No, not you. Wrong place. You, come here. You go in here. Right? This goes away. And watch what happens. You ready? Start. Oh, wait, we need power. Watch what happens, he says, as he doesn't power the system. Go, Dire, go. Knows what he's doing. Ta-da! Cool? How cool is this? So this is auto-crafting resonant cell frames. By the way, this is burning out 125,000 RF a tick. What is this resonant cell frame thing cost? 1 million forge energy per tick, 100 million forge energy to do the full craft. So you shouldn't have a limit. Why 125 output? Oh, hey, look, you're cool. Right? So now you get an insert on blue. And your extract on blue is always active. You're blacklisting that. Why, you know... Oh, probably because you don't have any room. That makes sense. You need to be the insert on blue. There you go. Craft complete. We have auto-crafted resonant cell frame full. What is up, y'all? And I believe that's the last component we need for fusion crafting. All right, so now we need these guys. With these guys. And let's see if this works, huh? So crafting core goes in the center. Booyah. Right? And let's turn you off because crafting core, we don't want you to be extracted. Cool. And all these components. Gotta say, I love it. I do love it. I think we're good, guys. I think we are good. It's crafting. It's crafting. It's crafting. How much RF does this need? A billion. 100,000 million. Yeah, just a billion RF. Add a million forge energy a tick. So how much are you doing? Actually, you're over here, right? 1 million forge energy per tick. Okay, interesting. Oh, I know why the other one was limited to 125, because that's what my conduit could handle. That's what the conduits there can do, is 125. That's why. That's why. So it's 1 million RF a tick. Total cost is 1 billion RF. Woo! That is funny. How many ticks is that? Oh no, it's done already. Like 1,000, right? Guys, Look what I have in my hand. Dun 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 dun. Quest complete. That was serious business, and it's also seriously wrapping up. Alright, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We are getting into the weeds with some of these crazy crafting recipes, but we're also doing a really good job, in my opinion, of automating all the things, right? Like, literally every step of this craft has been automated. And this, by the way, is just sitting here ready for another craft. How cool is that, right? Like, that's a clever way to solve our 9 items problem. There's probably other ways to solve it, but that's a way. It works. It works, right? All it means is just keeping, technically, 2 sets of ingredients in stock at all times. One in the interfaces and one in here. Technically, I could have export bussed these, but that would have used, you know, a dozen more channels than it's using on AE, right? So we would have had to have a big amount of channels over there. Doing the interfaces is saving us on channels. It's costing an extra item because it means keeping an extra item in stock, but it's also, you know, doing us a favor with channels. All right, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time, maybe get into fusion core crafting now. All right, guys, take it easy.